Hey guys, Dr. Holly here, and we are on tip number 9 of how to stop the quarantine 15. And this tip I call dance in the rain, or dancing in the rain. This concept, this idea of dancing in the rain is something we talk about all the time in Stay Slim. But I believe that this concept now in the middle of a pandemic is more important than ever. So I'm going to bring it up again, and I'm going to talk about how we would use it in a pandemic, how we'd use it now to stop the quarantine 15. So the idea of dancing in the rain, it's both a mindset shift and it's a take action. It's do something. You know how I love both of those. I love getting our minds right and taking that action step, doing something, being empowered. So dancing in the rain is really the concept of what are you doing when faced with this pandemic. We're all in this pandemic. We didn't control the pandemic. We don't control the rain. I can't tell you when it's going to rain, right? I can't tell you necessarily when it's going to stop raining. We don't control this pandemic. But what do you do when you're in it? And I see two groups of people. I see kind of two different philosophies or two ways that people are handling it. Maybe that's even a better way to say. There's one group that is like hunkered down. You know, they got their rain jacket on, they're sitting on the sidelines and they're saying, when this pandemic's over, I'm going to go do all these things. When it's over, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to be able to do this. I'm waiting it out, right? I'm hunkered down. I'm suffering now, but it's going to be okay because I'm going to make it through it. And yes, I like that idea of making it through it, but I think we can take that another step. I think we can take that another step. And there's a second group. The second group who also believe they're going to get through it. But instead of waiting, instead of hunkering down, instead of waiting for it to be over, instead of waiting for something to happen that they don't control, for the pandemic to be over, for the rain to be over, they decide they're going to take advantage of it. They're going to dance. They're going to do something. They're going to go on offense. What can I do right now that I perhaps maybe couldn't even do when we didn't have a pandemic? Or what can I do right now that moves me forward, that makes it easier, something I want to do? Instead of just waiting it out, what can I control? What can I do? What can I control right now that moves me in a positive direction? You know, it's interesting. I see it with companies. I see it with departments. I see it in the academic world. I see it in in all different sectors. You can see the groups that are on defense. Okay, let me just get through this. And the groups that are on offense. Okay, I didn't want this. Doesn't mean I love that it's raining. Doesn't mean I love that we're in the middle of a pandemic. But what can I do with it? What opportunities are there? How can I dance in the rain? How can I make the most of it? Now, maybe you're not a dancer. So here's the other thing I like to think about. We're all on a roller coaster ride. We all got on, right? We don't know when it's going to end exactly. Two types of people, and you see them all the time on roller coasters. There's the ones that hold on for dear life, shut their eyes and say, oh my gosh, please let me off, right? They don't enjoy anything. They just close their eyes and hope for the best and know that they're going to get off at the end. All right, that's one side. And then there's the people, same roller coaster ride, going to get off at the same time as the other people, but decide to let go of the bar that's holding them in. They're not going to fly out, going to raise their hands up, going to open their eyes, going to scream, going to laugh, going to enjoy the journey. They're going to dance in the rain. You get to make a decision, right? We don't get to decide when the roller coaster ride is over. We don't get to decide when the rain is over, but you get to decide how you're going to deal with it, how you're going to make the most of it. You're going to just get by? Or are you going to see it as an opportunity? Are you going to go on offense and do something that is going to move you forward? Are you going to see it as an opportunity for yourself? Now, you may be saying, okay, Holly, that all sounds good, but what in the world does it have to do with stopping the quarantine 15? That's kind of a bigger life philosophy. Well, it applies. It works, guys, for stopping the quarantine 15. Specifically, think about what things you can do right now that move you forward, that will keep you from gaining weight, or will set you up to lose weight. Or even lose weight right now. Don't waste this time. Don't hunker down and say, okay, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait till it's over and then I'll dance. No, think about what you can do right now to dance. What you can do right now to dance in the rain. Let me give you some examples. So someone from Stay Slim said, the things I really love to do, I can't do right now. My gym is closed down, etc. But I've always wanted to work on my core. And I've never really felt like I had time and all this kind of other stuff. She said, right now I'm gonna do a full court press. I'm gonna work on my core. I'm gonna get the exercises out. I'm gonna start doing in the morning. I'm gonna start doing them in the evening. And when the rain's over, when the pandemic's over, wow, I'm gonna have a strong core. And you know what? That's gonna help me when I get to go back to the gym and do something that I really wanna do. But I'm not gonna wait till I go back to the gym to start working on my core. I can cross train. I can work on my core now. That's gonna help me get back to the gym. What new recipes could you develop? What new skills? What could you work on? Can you work on increasing your social environment? We talked about that in tip number 8. Once again, can you think about things that are gonna help you move forward? Can you think about things that are gonna allow you to dance in the rain instead of wait it out? So, homework assignment, kind of 2 things. First off, I want you to catch yourself. And I catch myself. We all tend to do this. When the pandemic's over, I will blank. Especially if it's related to your weight, related to your nutrition, related to your physical activity, related to your minds. When the pandemic's over, I will. Catch yourself and say, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm holding on for dear life and I'm waiting. I'm sitting on the sidelines waiting. I'm on defense. And I don't control this pandemic. I don't like being on defense. Can I take that and be on offense? Can I do something instead of waiting it out? What would that look like? So your homework is to catch yourself when you say that, and we all do, and then to turn it, to flip it, to say, can I dance in the rain? What can I do to make the most of this situation? And specifically, move me ahead so I'm not waiting. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear in terms of what things you were waiting on and how you flipped it, how you decided that you would dance in the rain. And specifically, I would love to hear things that are related to stopping the quarantine 15. All right, guys, love y'all. Please stay safe. Continue social distancing. I'm not saying dance in the rain next to each other. But guys, this is what you control. We don't control this pandemic. We don't control the rain, but we do control whether we allow it to put us on defense and allow us to sit back and worry and wait and not control things, or if we move forward and start controlling what we can control in a way that moves us forward in the direction that we want to go. And for a lot of us, it's about stopping that quarantine 15. All right, guys, love y'all. See you soon. Bye.